the biggest item on the agenda is a speech that Hillary Clinton is going to be giving to the American Foreign Service Association honoring Foreign Affairs Day. Well, she's going to be in the spotlight, and obviously, we've actually looked at President Obama's first 100 days. She's also had 100 days as Secretary of State, and you look at those poll numbers, and she's gone from somebody who is incredibly polarizing to somebody who has numbers that are almost equal to President Obama's, and that's been a fascinating transformation in politics.
It'll be fascinating to see what she says, and you're right, it is incredible, the transformation there, perhaps a lesson to us all. All right, thank you very much, Mark. Good to talk to you, and good luck with your crusade.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton gearing up for a busy summer, getting ready to step into the spotlight. David Schuster live at the Politics Desk with more on that. David.
Well, Monica, it is true that column inches in these first 100 days have largely been devoted to the economy, and that is giving Hillary Clinton some time to settle into her new job. But in the next 100 days, the spotlight is likely to shine much more brightly on foreign policy. Secretary of State Clinton is expected to give a major speech very soon to outline the administration's broader goals ahead. Christina Bellantoni is White House correspondent with the Washington Times. Christina, do we have any sort of indications yet where Senator Clinton intends to sort of go with this speech?
Hi, David. Well, I'm not exactly sure what she'll be saying in the speech, but there are a lot of things on her plate. Obviously, you have the situation in Pakistan, which is of a really big concern to everyone at the White House, from the president to his national security advisor, General Jim Jones, and others. Then, obviously, you've got Iran. Just today, they announced that Vice President Biden will be traveling to Serbia, Kosovo, and Bosnia. And I think that you're going to hear a lot about North Korea. And that's just to start with. You've got Cuba. But it's not as if she hasn't been busy before this. It's just a matter of the headlines really have focused on the economy so far.
Based on based on Secretary of State Clinton's travels and what she has said so far, do we have an indication as to what particular part of the world or what particular challenge seems to interest her the most?
Well, I think the Middle East peace process is going to continue to be a really big deal as well. You're going to have the president here hosting several leaders trying to forge some agreements. You also have her focusing, as I said, on Pakistan. I think that's going to be a really big area. Then you have the Afghan elections coming up over the summer. So more than likely, it's going to be a broad look at all of these different policies. Agreement with Russia on nuclear non-proliferation that the president talked a lot about when he was traveling abroad last month.
There had been some concerns when Secretary of State Clinton first took office that because of the special envoys like Richard Holbrooke and others who were assigned to specific conflicts, whether it's Israeli-Palestinian conflict or Afghanistan-Pakistan, that perhaps as Secretary of State that she might have some of her portfolio essentially taken away from her, that there could be some conflict there. Has that developed as a problem at all?
Not that I've seen. I really think that everybody in this administration is looking at it as an all hands on deck, and she's known a lot of these people for many years, and they're all working together, kind of confronting some of these big global problems, and really you've seen a lot of cross coordination between cabinet departments as well. Secretary Chu, the energy secretary, has been going on a lot of these foreign trips to be able to show that climate change is a problem that they want to confront globally. She had this climate change forum at the State Department earlier this week, so I think that really they're all just working together.
And Christina, what do we know about the personal relationship these days between the president and Secretary of State Clinton?
That is a great question, one that I'd always love to know more about, but they seem to be getting along. Obviously, they were on this last trip to the Summit of the Americas together, and you saw a few pictures of them there together. There also was the moment when Hugo Chavez gave President Obama the book, and you could see Hillary Clinton behind him kind of laughing, which got a little bit of play on the comedy shows as well.
Christina Bellantoni, White House correspondent with the Washington Times. Christina, thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Sure.
Another big topic. We reported before that the First Lady, according to polls, was more popular than the President. Well, now there's a new poll out showing that the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, is more popular than the President. Contessa is live at the Politics Desk to break it all down. Contessa.
Tamron, it was not true at the end of primary season, but Hillary Clinton can claim a victory of sorts over her one-time rival Barack Obama. This new CNN opinion research poll shows Secretary Clinton has a 71% approval rating. The president at 64%.
It's interesting because for a woman who was seen as being so divisive and such a lightning rod, it's got to feel good to see your approval rating that high. Jim, it's good to see you today. Thank you.
We have a common task and a common challenge.
Why can't we see that we are all in this together?